What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our
Sorry,
week.
I just took a drink of water.
I literally said, "Are you ready?" And then you said yes.
I did, and then I took a drink of water.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our weekly podcast where we chat about our week and answer some of your questions, and we just have a good old time. Last week,
I had way too much fun last week.
we have to tone it down a little bit.
Did you turn my volume down today?
Yeah,
now I'm going to be too
quiet. The
quiet.
levels are good. If you did not watch last week, Lacey was very caffeinated.
And I just got done with a high fitness class, so I was just, it was double whammy.
Where's your levels at now? Are you kind
of? I'm chill. I'm mild.
Okay.
I'm like,
you just back to Lacey?
I'm back to normal fall Lacey.
Normal fall Lacey. Anyway, so yeah, she was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Lacey, what did you do? Like, I don't know, 2 minutes ago? Because you just got
back. I just got my hair done. So I know I'm wearing like headphones, so it's kind of hard to see, but I cut it, I colored it, and I got some curtain bangs.
Curtain bangs.
I haven't had bangs.
No idea what that means, but.
Well, I mean, I think I grew up having
is it
bangs.
It's like a curtain?
Yeah, where it's like, whoop, you pull it like a curtain. So they're not straight across. I had that like all growing up, and I think I got a little crazy and got bangs again when we first got married. And then I was like, never again. And if you know, ladies, you know, bangs are a commitment. They are a commitment. So curtain bangs, it's like you dip your toe in it because you can part them and then it just kind of layers so they can kind of go back into the hair. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of bangs?
You have to grow it out and it takes a long time.
So you do have to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, my friend.
So if you want to get rid of those right now, what would you do?
I can't. What do you mean get rid of them?
If you don't want bangs anymore, you can't just cut them off?
No.
I'm honestly,
you have
I have
to
no
grow
idea.
it out till it gets to the length of your hair.
Oh,
bangs.
Really?
Yes.
You can't just cut it?
Nope. You don't want to do that.
Okay. I don't know. I've never had curtain bangs, or what do you call those? Yeah, curtain bangs?
Yes.
In my life.
I didn't think. I'm just looking at your face, picturing you bangs right now, and it's making me laugh. Anyways, my friend Heather, shout out to Heather if you're listening. I love her so much. She nailed it. She got the bangs right, my color. I did more of a not as bright of a blonde since we're in the fall, and did like of a honey blonde and some of my browns. Kind of actually more of my natural color, which I'm really considering going back to because I've just done blonde for so long. But eventually, I would like to just go to my natural color. I'm curious to see what it even is. It would be so less maintenance, but it's hard to like let it go through, grow through.
What if you're just a redhead or something?
What if I was? What if I'm like, whoa, look at my hair color. This is amazing.
Crazy.
No, it's a lot darker. So
it's more brunette,
I've
right?
got some of that in it.
Dirty blonde?
Yeah.
That's what they call it?
That's what they call it.
Cool.
So anyways, that's what I was up to this morning for about 3 hours.
Yeah, it was kind of long.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're doing a lot to
your
hair.
I'll be back in like an hour and a half. Yeah. Anyway,
I didn't realize we were doing more like different thing than I usually do with my color, so it takes a little longer.
Well, it's kind of like you got your hair ready for all the vacations coming up.
That was the goal. I was like, I want to try to get in before we leave.
Yeah, kind of seems like we have quite a few. We're actually talking about because we have our Seattle trip coming up, which we'll talk about, and then we have our Disneyland trip, and then it's like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and then it's our cruise.
If you guys are listening to this the day this comes out, we'll actually be in Seattle. Isn't that crazy to think?
Hello, Seattle.
Down, 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 down.
Okay, but yes, we will.
Yeah.
We get there. We'll actually have been in Seattle for one night because we leave on Wednesday.
We do.
We're filming this on Monday.
We have the weirdest flight. I've never flew in the midday. I've had morning, early flights. I've had red eyes, late flights. Never flown. We have like an evening kind of a flight, which is interesting.
I mean, it's like 5.
I've never flown out at that time.
Oh. It's a good day. It's a good time, I think.
It is cool.
Because you can still get
things
stuff done that
you
need to. So you can still have a good work day.
Yeah, we're both working that day.
Packing, whatever. But yeah, there'll be some things that I need to, some loose ends and stuff I need to get done.
Yeah.
So we'll have one more day to do that.
Yeah.
But our friends will actually already be there. They'll get there. Well, Adam and Sherry will get there like Tuesday. And then Bryson and Crystal will get there Wednesday afternoon. So we'll get there and then we'll
be the
dinner.
last.
Yeah.
So we don't get to pick out the first bedroom. we'll be like, this is what you guys get. The last of the house.
Just like a linen closet or something. But on Thursday when you're listening to this, or maybe you won't listen to it on Thursday, maybe you'll listen to it a year from now. I don't know. But if you're listening to this in real time, we are probably most likely getting ready for the Seahawks and 49ers game.
Mm-hmm.
And notice I said Seahawks first because we're guests.
It's their home turf.
It's their home turf, so
Yeah.
I'm respectful. Hard loss yesterday on the Niners versus the Cardinals. Just a horrible, disgusting game. So I don't know where we're gonna stand this year, everybody. It's a marathon though, you know?
Yeah.
You don't give up.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint. Anyway, so yeah, we're getting ready for that this week. But it feels like there's a lot of like out of town happening. But it's still kind of spaced out well.
Yeah.
But it's just like really busy seasons too.
And it's
for
different
us.
things too, because it's like us adult getaway, and then we've got family and stuff. So
and then our Disney treasure, which is like it's almost February. So but it's exciting. So you got your hair, you're all ready for that.
Yes. And also I did not sleep last night very well. I was telling my friend Heather too, because I had my coffee in one hand and my water, and I was just like back and forth trying to stay hydrated. But I definitely needed coffee this morning. Our son got scared in the night, came in our room, couldn't go back to bed after that. So guess what I did at 3 a.m.?
What?
I updated my iPhone to the new iOS.
Oh.
So
just
I've been checking out all those features, but I was like, hey, this is good timing for the podcast, because I feel like every week I've got like a goal that I'm supposed to do, and I've completed those. So I've got my clear inbox. I've got my phone updated. So lay it on me. Let me know what I need to do next.
Have you updated your Mac with the new operating system?
No.
Okay. Well, that's next step.
I'll do that.
Update your laptop to the new operating system. Actually, a really cool feature on that is you can actually like literally mirror your phone on your operating system.
That is really cool.
And so like you can listen to like even
Marco's. I saw that.
You can anything you do on your phone,
That's
you can
cool.
actually do on your desktop. So if you're working, and you have, it's just nice having, if you're looking at it, sometimes just looking down, looking at your phone, but if it's just up there and you can see messages coming in or whatever, I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. But I really like their calendar and how they have like the colors on there. That's part of the new update. Like it shows, because I've got, one for like our calendar, my calendar, our work calendar, different colors. And then it shows under the numbers. Have you seen that in the new update? Yeah. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, the calendar had a good update for sure.
Okay. You're acting looking at me like I'm
because because have always been a thing on calendar.
They have, but under the layout. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was going to be like, Lacey, that's been existing for like 10 years.
Sorry. The layout of it, I really like.
Good.
Because
Cool.
it like shows like how much of my day was like personal work, and like it color, like the color underneath the day.
Yeah.
I like that. Just the visual aspect of it.
Yeah, it's a good layout. So anyway, that's good. But yeah, we're in packing mode right now for Seattle. We have the suitcases out. Laundry is I just literally flipped the load before we're filming this podcast, and laundry will be done in the next hour, and then we'll be able to pack our suitcases because we leave. It's crazy. We have like one more full day. So I won't have any time tomorrow to pack. So we gotta pack tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's exciting. What are you most excited about for Seattle?
Well, I'm not going to the game, just so everybody knows.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm just
that's unfortunate.
letting everybody know that, and I'm not too disappointed either. I think it's gonna be great. I'm so excited you're going. I think it's gonna be so fun for you guys. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna be hanging with Sherry. We're already like thinking of some plans of what we're gonna do.
Spa day or something like that.
I'm not sure. Maybe just chilling out. Probably some bookstores. Knowing Sherry, we will go do that, which I love.
Yeah.
As well. Anyways, what I'm most excited about, honestly, I'm ready just for like time with you, like just traveling together. I love that. So just a break in that sense, and seeing our friends, I think is going to be so much fun, and just looking forward to just hanging out with them on the couch, and just, I know we're just going to be like up late laughing, sharing stories. And we were just talking about this the other day in the car. Everybody that's going, our friend group, is so chill. Like we have a really fun group that it's like nobody's
can-
high maintenance. Like I just feel like we'll all travel really well. Well, we've traveled with Adam and Sherry before, and
vice versa.
yeah.
But I mean, it's like one of those things where those people were like, you can do like, you can fill your day and be super busy all day, or you can literally do nothing. And like, it's like one of those things where you're content either way.
Right.
But
and I like our schedule. I think it's cool that we have, like, we've got the game, we've got a concert. You know, they have some places they want to take us to eat, but then we also have some openness to it. So it's just like, if I just want to hang out and do a puzzle,
well, I think one of the nights
Airbnb, I can do that.
Bryson was saying that we're just gonna like barbecue.
Yeah.
Like at our
they have a little deck. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got an Airbnb for like all of us. So we're all gonna be together, and that's what I'm excited. I think the most out of anything is just in the living room or out on deck or whatever, just laughing until like midnight. You know what I mean? And just it's just gonna be fun. Like, it's just good laughs and just good times and good friends. And
I do want to go to like Pike's Market.
I was gonna ask,
that'd be
what
fun.
are some things that you want to see in Seattle?
Go to the OG Starbucks, stuff like that. Okay. You know, I heard they don't do the fish throwing anymore, which is a bummer.
Really? What? Who said that?
A good source. Heather just told me they were just there. Good source.
Good source.
But they throw like a fake fish or something.
Wait, what?
Let us know if you guys know. Is that what they do?
Okay, interesting.
I know.
Well, I guess we'll see the fake fish. Probably.
Maybe you can buy me some flowers.
Do you want to go to the gum wall?
I think it's disgusting.
I don't. I love it.
Okay, well, I will stand far away, but I'll let you. We'll just kind of mosey by.
It's just something you got to do. I mean, it's not like you have to like lick it or something.
It's always so weird to me.
It's just there.
So much saliva on the wall.
Take a photo by it,
Okay. Just don't push me against it. I will die.
Just like stuck. Oops.
It's like a cartoon. I can't get off.
I try to take you out. It's just like you see like the gum.
Ew, in your hair. Oh my gosh.
In your hair. You have to like shave your hair. It's just what it is.
I would never forgive you.
You'd never forgive me. Oh man. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to travel with you as well. For sure. Excited to, have a small break from the kids.
I was going to say the same thing without having people judge me, but yes, I'm ready for no kids.
I think the kids are ready for a break from us.
Yeah.
They're going to my parents' house. Their cousins are coming over for the whole week. Yeah. Like, they're off of school this week. They have like a fall break is what they call it, their school. So it's like a perfect time. But they're stoked. I mean, they're like ready to go. They're already ready.
Oh my gosh,
they're packed. They're ready.
When I got his suitcase out yesterday, his eyes just lit up. He's like, "How many days do we get to be at Nana Papa's?" And he was just like already zipping up his suitcase. So I'm glad they're excited.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I think it's important
good for both of us.
Have that time with grandparents. Grandparents have the time with them. And what they say is, time makes the heart grow fonder. But I am ready to just, not have that kind of responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to be able to be adults.
Here's a scenario, and those of you that have kids, you get it. So I got home from my hair appointment, and I was like starving. I haven't had anything to eat this morning, so I just made myself a little thing of oatmeal. Got Junie to her nap, got some things going, finally sat down to eat, and Tucker's like, "What is that?" I'm like, oatmeal. I'm kind of hungry. I'm like, no. Yeah. Okay. So I make him some oatmeal. By the time I get it done, mine's cold. And I'm just like, I'm looking forward to like eating a meal and not like it getting interrupted.
What happened to me today with Junie? So I went to the gym this morning. Actually, I got up at 5 a.m. this morning.
You did.
Edited an entire video.
Yeah.
Then went to the gym. And then I had a meeting on our church property, which we'll talk about.
You're like, you lived a whole day when everybody
Literally,
woke up.
Came back home and like people were waking up and I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna lie, but I did a lot today.
Trying to rub it in. What did you do this morning?
Well, I went, but it felt pretty good. Honestly, I'm really trying to make that more of a rhythm for me.
Yeah.
Because man, I can get so much work done.
You seem very productive and motivated. When I got home, you're like, the kids got this done.
There's something about,
I was like, woohoo.
There's something about making money when people are sleeping that I just love. I love that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So then I finally sat down. Took a shower, got ready. I'm like, all right, I'm going to make some breakfast. And I was so hungry because I did an interval run today.
Right.
And I had a meeting. So I couldn't, and I forgot my protein drink. So I had like nothing after. Anyway, so right when I sat down, guess who comes along? Junie.
Eats it all.
And she's like, and before you know it, she has all my eggs, all my cottage cheese.
All your toast.
And she has all my, she took a whole piece of toast and just runs away.
Yeah.
And then she drinks my orange juice to finish it off.
You can't say no.
No, you can't because she's so adorable. So anyway, I am
So
hungry.
are you looking forward to having meals?
I'm looking forward to having lunch right now here pretty soon. But I
Yeah.
am looking forward to having, yes, just my own meal.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I heard we're having sushi
Oh, I can't wait.
because this is Sherry's birthday
Love.
weekend as well.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a really nice like dinner with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's a sushi night or if that's a different night, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All I know is that we're having sushi at some point.
Yes.
So
Stoked.
excited about that.
I'm very excited about that. We haven't had sushi in a long time.
No, it's been
It's
a
been
long
so
time.
long. That sounds so good right now.
Another thing I'm really excited though is like after this last weekend we had family photos,
Hey,
and I'm just saying like
let's talk about the family.
I'm just ready to go out of town because that was my last straw.
I think
like-
it was, especially with the kids. We're
I mean, like if you're,
okay.
you know how if you've done family photos and you have a toddler and you have two boys who want to explore everything,
oh my god,
like, and then you're trying to like make like Junie like smile, it's work. I mean, it's just you're exhausted.
it was a lot.
I think that was the last straw. Like I am ready for like an adult getaway.
Okay, though, let's tell them about what happened at the end. So we went to this beautiful place.
What happened? Oh yeah, okay.
And the area we were going to go, there was a fire, so we had to move it. And
Yeah.
anyways, really beautiful place, really great backgrounds, and the boys were just loving it because there's awesome trees to climb and all that. But there were killer mosquitoes out there. I got bit up so bad. Like they were everywhere.
They went through my jeans. That's how
my back, my hands, my face.
Crazy.
I know. And my sweet friend that did our picture, she's like, "Don't worry, Lacey, I'll edit it because you can see in my hand, even like in the photos, mosquito bites." So she's like, "I'll take care of it." I was like, "Oh no!" And then in my dress too, because on the back, like my dress goes down a little bit, and Justin's like, "You're so bit up." I'm like, "Are you gonna see these bites all over my back?" She's like, "I'll take care of it. It's all in the editing power." So, anyways, that was an adventure. But at the end, we're like about to leave, and I see this beautiful tree, and there's some water. I'm like, "Oh, can we just get a few here?" Well, out of nowhere, this huge wind gust comes in. Like,
a complete like dust storm.
It was so scary. Like everybody was watching
there was
it
a
come
tornado.
in. Tucker said that, and all the leaves just fall like from
slapping
the tree.
us in the
like,
face, literally.
I felt like like Wizard of Oz.
Leaves,
We were just running around in this twister of leaves. But the boys were loving it, and she got some shots of it. I'm interested to see what those even look like if it's like chaos. But it was fun.
Yeah.
So we kind of ended it with like a little bit of joy.
You guys probably saw that in the vlog. We then after, because the vlog came out on Tuesday, whatever. If you haven't watched that, we'll link that below. But we then went to In-N-Out Burger afterwards. We didn't film any of that. I think we were just so tired.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like and then we bribed the boys to get new lightsabers if they just work. They were really good.
They did a very good job.
It was Junie. Junie was.
It was all Junie. She would not let go of
Junie.
Me, and then she didn't. Yeah.
And she would smile when she wanted to, you know, and it's on her terms, and it's just classic.
Yeah.
She did good. I mean, it's hard. It's like an hour and a half session.
It was,
outside when there's like the wilderness, and she loves outside,
right?
So she wants to go explore.
Like, I'm not gonna sit still.
So the photographer, which she's an amazing photographer, and your friend, but she was able to get really cool like candid shots, which is great.
I love that.
Running around anyway,
and
so
she had an assistant, and so when Kat was working with us, her assistant was getting just like live action shots of Junie just touching weeds and just playing around, but they're really pretty.
Doing classic Junie things.
Yeah.
So we bribed the boys with lightsabers afterwards, and so we were like at midnight or not midnight. We were at by the time we got In-N-Out Burger, because we have one In-N-Out Burger in Idaho, and the drive-through takes like 45 minutes to get through.
That long.
And so by the time we got done with that, we go to the store, and it's like
9:30
or 10 getting lightsabers. And then the boys have to open them, and I'm like, why do we buy them tonight? Because then they're playing with them, and it was late.
They had to get haircuts as well. The boys' hair was just out of control
before the pictures.
So it was school, long day at school, haircuts, pictures. They were exhausted. So they did a really good job. So I'm like, guys, we will get you lightsabers because theirs broke. So
yeah, these are gonna break too because that's Anyway, so that happened. But I was mentioning like today, back to today, I had a meeting out at our property this morning, and we're actually we haven't made the final decision yet, but it sounds like that we're going to actually endure the winter, an Idaho winter, in our tents. Because there was a school that we had that we were going to meet. If you don't know our story, like we're in a building project But the building's not finished yet. We're still raising money to finish. The whole shell's finished, but the inside's not. And we're meeting in tents on our property until like a big tent until we're finished. And it looks like we're gonna have to endure a winter before it's finished. So we try to get into like a school, but it's just not good. It's just for what we need, you know. Anyway, so we're thinking about just being in tents for the whole winter.
Yeah.
So I had to meet with the propane guy with a couple guys from church today. Propane guy out there to kind of figure out the whole system and all the pipe that we need to, you know, lay for the gas lines and stuff for the propane to heat the tent in the winter. It's going to be kind of an adventure because, you know, with snow and all that kind of stuff, we have to heat it if there's snow. That way the snow melts and all that. So it's going to be a crazy thing, but we just kind of talked to the church yesterday about it, and people are pretty excited about it, you know, and it's just going to be crazy. I mean, imagine being in a tent with Idaho winters when it gets like 12 degrees outside.
Oh my gosh. You should share the story that you shared with the church yesterday about Tucker.
Oh yeah. So we're telling the church about kind of the decision that we're looking towards, you know, and so they wanted me to kind of share a part for the youth and everything. But I opened up by saying a couple days ago I was reading with Tucker, and there was a word that Tucker was trying to sound out. And I looked at Tucker. I'm like, hey, by the way, this is Daddy's favorite word. And so he's like, he's okay. And so we sounded out, and it was adventure. And Tucker looks at me. He's like, that's your favorite word, Dad? I'm like, yeah. I was like, well, what's your favorite word? And he looks at me, and he's like, God. And I'm like, oh, God. All right, okay.
Mic drop.
Yeah, and but then I said, I told Tucker about, you know, the cool thing is when you trust in God, it is an adventure. And that's what I kind of opened up with the church with.
Yeah.
And the church responded really well by that. But
it truly has been with our church.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it is an adventure when you're trusting the Lord for sure. It's always a awesome adventure because, you know, it's when you're living in His will, it's the best place to be. It's the safest space to be when you're living in His will. So
yeah.
But it was cool.
It can be a scary place, but a safe place. It's a very interesting thing because, I mean, when you think about how much God loves us and how much He's always taken care of us, and I love what your dad says, His past faithfulness demands our present,
our future trust or present
faith.
Trust.
Did I say that wrong?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I always add present in there, but it's
right.
His past faithfulness demands our future and also present trust.
Yeah. Then it's just like, wow, he's always done it. He's going to do it again, but it's always scary because when people ask us like, hey, what are you guys doing now? It's like, I wish we had a really solid answer for you.
I wish we just had a building, honestly. That would be nice, but our storyline is actually pretty crazy with our church.
Your dad needs to write a book.
He does.
For sure.
It's insane. Like the narrative is
the story,
and it
really
continues.
Cool.
But it's cool that we're actually on our land.
It hasn't ended.
Yeah, we're on the land finally. So
I
think that the church is actually, our church is really resilient too. Like which is cool. Like they're excited for the storyline for the next adventure,
to be a part of it too.
And I think it just shows because of his past faithfulness, and they've seen that. So anyway, that's kind of the plan so far. We'll know more this next week or two, but anyway,
shall we
let's answer some questions. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Okay, so I think we read this comment last week, but Beach Dreamer said, what do you pack in your lounge fly for a day at Disney? Kiddo is 6 years old. I did do that video that came out last week, so check it out if you guys want to see a day bag for Disney and what to pack for kids. I just did that one.
Yeah,
so
it was really good.
Thank you for that idea. That was good. It was going to be along with packing what I wasn't quite sure if it was going to be more of, suitcase style, but the day bag. So that was very helpful, and that video is out. But this one says, Annie K1205, what fitness gyms do y'all go to, if any? Love the podcast. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Justin, you were there this morning.
We actually just go to our local YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 minutes away from our house, and that's just where we've been going.
Yeah. I was going to think before that.
It was Gold's Gym. Or Axiom.
Yeah. I feel like the Y's been the only one I've done. I used to go to Idaho Athletic Club back in the day.
Idaho Athletic
Do they still have that?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it turned into Crunch Gym.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but we did the Y so the whole family can go.
Yeah, we like to do.
A lot of my friends go to that.
A lot
same
of my
Y.
friends do too.
So it's kind of nice. We just meet up and go.
We do a lot of classes together, and also we love the swimming in the winter. Yeah. It's nice, just somewhere to take the kids.
Yep.
They have a really cool pool. They have like a little lazy river. They have actually a really cool slide. Landon went on it like 10,000 times during Tucker's swim lessons there, and it goes outside of the building and back in. It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
So yeah.
My only complaint is they close way too early on the weekends.
Oh my gosh!
I just found that out.
That was crazy. They're kicking you out of there.
It was actually in the vlog. I went to I did like a later Saturday night run, and I just finished my run, which is great. But then the guy's like, "Hey, it's closing," and I'm like, "Really? At like 6?"
You were wondering. You're like, "Why am I the only one here?"
It was nice because I was the only no one was there.
Yeah.
So I should have had a clue, but I just assumed that it was a Saturday.
Either. I know.
Maybe on a Sunday I can get that, but
right.
Anyway, I feel like they need to probably open up more hours because of how busy it's getting, though.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. This morning, the time I went was at 6:45, and it was like
busy. No,
perfect.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know.
Found the sweet spot.
I think so. Can we see a Disney food reel soon?
Oh my gosh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of like just Disney Cruise Line reels, but we want to do more, especially with Disneyland upcoming. We're going to get a lot more content for reels for Disneyland and park stuff, but Disney food.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Well, I think like when we go to Disneyland, it'll be kind of cool to just do a reel that says like, the food we ate in the day or something like that.
Yeah. Or our favorites.
Favorites.
Yeah.
But I always like the ones where people are like, this is the food we ate at Disney today. I think those are kind of cool because it gives you ideas of like what other people eat in a day.
Right.
At Disney.
Because there's so many places for the amount of time. I mean, we don't go all the time, but we know it pretty well. And I'll see people get things. I'm like, where is that? I've never even seen that. They always have new different menu items and stuff too.
There's always new stuff going on.
So yeah, we should do that.
And plus, it's going to be Christmas when we're there, so it's going to be
all the holiday treats.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
So we've talked about this, but we're trying to eat at Blue Bayou. We're also going to be there during Thanksgiving, so there's going to be some really cool, probably some Thanksgiving vibe food there too. But we couldn't get reservations to Blue Bayou, but we are going to do standby, so hopefully we can get in the Blue Bayou. I know it's not the question, but I got really excited about the Blue Bayou, and I'm starving right now.
I know, I too.
So
I honestly, mine top one over Blue Bayou, and you might not agree with me, is the Plaza Inn.
Yeah,
because we've never done that, and I really want to do a character one with Junie.
I just don't know if we're gonna be able to get into that because that's gonna be. I mean, we can do a wait list and see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, you never know. We're there for 4 days, and so kind of what we do is if there's reservations we want, we start day 1 and get on the wait list and just try to get in.
Go from there.
And we're flexible on our days.
Right.
Try to get in on something, but there's also some other characters like the Goofy's Kitchen. And also the
Storyteller Cafe. Yeah.
Which I think all the reservations are sold out. I looked when we could do them. They sell it pretty fast, but but we do have good luck on standbys. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Tracy Armstead said, "Do you think you will ever do a live show?" Like you mean like a live like podcast or something, or just chatting away? I think we probably will. We were thinking about doing like bringing back our Friday Night Live. We talked about that last week.
But not making food, just talking.
But
can we change that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, would you guys be down if we just like did a live video and we just chatted live?
That'd be kind of fun.
It would be kind of fun.
And then instead of just doing questions this way, we do them like read them off and do it live.
Sure.
Or just conversation
chat,
stuff.
Do the conversation and cool. Just I don't know, see what happens. See what happens.
I'm down.
I mean, we used to do that like a lot, and honestly, going live on YouTube is fun because I feel like it's like, I don't know, it's like, I mean, it's obviously like, it's on the interweb still, but I feel like I feel closer with you guys.
I was gonna say it feels like you're just hanging out with your friends in a weird way.
It is.
I mean, it's just it is a different.
Let us like comment. Yeah. Okay, so again, if you're listening to this, you can go over to our YouTube channel, and that's where you can comment and be part of the conversations because we also film this podcast. But if you're into that, like comment below, let us know that you would like to see a live video.
Let's put a date on the calendar. If we don't put it on the calendar, it will not happen.
First, I want to see if you guys want to see that.
Zachman. I think that's one of your quotes I hear you say all the time.
What?
it's not on the calendar. It's not gonna happen.
Well, it's 100% true.
I know.
It's 100%.
Sydney Liz P said favorite podcasts and Bible studies. So if you like biblical kind of stuff too with podcasts, I really recommend Candace Cameron Bure's podcast. I really love her. She's from like Full House. But she's got a really cool podcast. She does different themes. So like right now they're doing a lot of like parenting and stuff with marriage, and then she's done just different topical stuff. But I really like the stuff she shares, and she has different guests all the time, but she's pretty solid. And then Bible studies, we just shared one on our Amazon video, actually. It's more of a devotional, but Justin really likes it. What's that one?
Oh, like Streams in the Desert?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a devotional.
That's more of a devotional, but not Bible study. What would you say for Bible study?
I don't know. I mean, we have Bible studies like at our church and stuff, and so I don't know. I think for me with like a Bible study, I love being around like other people with that, like getting plugged into a small group,
right,
and doing it together, like just doing life together. I think it's important, like community. But if you're talking about like a devotional, then yeah, I think Streams in the Desert is good. But something that I've been doing, and I feel like it's not really a podcast, but it kind of is a podcast in a way, is I've been going through the whole Bible, Genesis to Revelation. But I read a little bit in Old Testament, a little bit in New Testament, and then always a Psalm and Proverb every day. And I do on the Bible app, and it's audio. And so when I'm in my car, instead of listening to a podcast or music, I put that on, and it's been awesome. So I've been actually taking a pause from podcasts. I still listen to a couple, which is our friends Disneyville and Lake Life podcast.
I was gonna say, I just looked at my podcast. I'm like, I have Disneyville, I have Lake Life, I have Candace Cambrai, I have our church. And I really like it's called the Fortitude podcast. Micah and Sarah, they're a couple. They're like so cute, and they're like, they have a following on Instagram, but they have a podcast.
I almost forgot. I'm stupid. For a Bible study, my dad has a podcast.
Oh my gosh!
Like,
yes.
What the heck? I listen to that all the time too.
Yeah, I do too.
And it is like a Bible study, and it actually totally.
It's called Simply the Bible.
Simply the Bible. So it's a podcast.
Can we link it below?
Yeah, link it below.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's called Simply the Bible. He just goes through verse by verse through the whole Bible, and it's awesome. I highly recommend that because it is like a Bible study in a podcast form. Yeah. So check that out for sure.
But if you do have a church you attend, if they have like a Bible study, I think those are always just so good to go to, because I love ours, at least the one I go to. You have like your individual time. So you do like your Bible study at home, and then you meet, and then you get to like talk about it with your group, which is really cool. And it's just so neat, because every time I do that, I'm like, wow, like I love hearing from other people on what they got out of it. And then I get to share, and then you kind of have like accountability to stay in it. So
because you have like,
that's what I love
how
about
we do at our churches, we have like a little like devotional. It talks about the text we're going over,
right?
And then we all break up in like
our groups,
table groups, and we go over the questions from the week.
Yeah.
What book are you guys going through?
We're not doing a book. We're doing women in the Bible, but we're doing a lot of women you wouldn't think and like know of. It's like just to see how relatable their stories are. It's really cool. Cool. Yeah.
Anyway, so Simply the Bible. That's a perfect one.
Check it out.
My buddy just texted me, and I'm picking him up at the airport today, but he's on standby because our other buddy, he's a pilot, and so he gives free tickets, but they're standby tickets. And I was gonna pick him up at 3, but he's like, dude, we couldn't get on our flight, so we're looking at 7, getting back in at 7. Sorry, Mario. Anyway, Josh Withrich, I think, said, have you thought about doing some Niner content? Honestly, I would.
You have your own channel. You should just take over that.
Oh, I know. I would love to just sit down and do like a podcast vibe of like Niners stuff.
Just talk about stuff.
Like just talk about rumors.
Just
get mad at my team. Get excited about my team. I would love.
You have the setup. You should just do it and put it on your channel.
It would be a lot
Everybody
of fun.
Follow. What is your channel name? Justin Zachman.
Justin Zachman.
Follow along. Coming soon.
You
should do it.
I've started that channel for like video stuff, and then it's morphed into all kinds of weird stuff. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that channel yet.
It's still out there though.
It just sits there, and then I get inspired by something. I do something for a little bit, and I stop.
I also have my own channel, if you guys didn't know, because I used to do like cleaning videos.
Back in the day.
What's my channel? Lacey Zachman.
I think it's just Lacey Zachman.
There you guys. There's a little secret thing you guys
man,
may not have known. We both have our own separate YouTube channels as well.
Go subscribe. Nothing on there, but
nothing's coming soon. But
yeah,
my last video was probably like 3 years ago.
maybe Niner content. I would love to sit down and just talk, chat.
You would probably really enjoy that. That could be a good creative outlet for you.
I already have a lot of creative outlets in my life, but there's another one.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, anyways, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and just kind of wrap up this podcast. This is definitely just kind of a chill podcast, catching you guys up on the week.
It was.
And again, just thank you for all the feedback for this new style of podcast. If this is your first time listening, we kind of did podcast before where we did a lot of research and we would talk about particular topics and I'm not saying we'll never do those again.
Yeah.
But we decided just to kind of sit down and just talk about just the week and go in more detail over our week because we do vlog our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we're not able to
share more about it.
This much time doing that.
Yeah.
And,
for example, with this last vlog, if you watched it, we talked about our family photos for 2 minutes, but we didn't share about the mosquitoes.
Yeah,
we didn't share about anything that happened. You know what I mean? So we just got to do a little bit more behind the scenes of stuff. So it's fun.
It's fun just to talk about, spiritual things, mental things or physical things and just kind of go in detail of all that kind of stuff. But anyways, guys, we are in Seattle right now when you're listening to this. And so those vlogs will be coming out really soon.
Yes.
Which we're excited to share those with you.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, we'd appreciate it if you take the time to review, but not just the stars, actually put down a comment in the podcast. That will help this channel grow as we are trying to put out podcasts once a week of just talking about life.
Right.
So anyway, if you guys ever have any kind of questions or anything you want us to talk about during this podcast, you can always DM us over on our Instagram at our Z Roll, which is OURZROLL. And anyway, we love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're listening to this, again, we have a YouTube channel. Go check it out. It's at our Z Roll. Subscribe, and you'll see those Seattle vlogs and the Disneyland vlogs and the Disney Treasure vlogs coming out real soon. Also, we didn't talk about this.
What?
We might be doing Vlogmas this year. We'll talk about that more next week. All right, guys. Love you.
Bye.